Good morning. I'm Malcolm Himshoot, new acting dean for the Maine School of Ministry, and I'm here with three of our folks who make this learning community such an awesome expression of theological education for the life of the church. I want each of these three folks to introduce themselves to you and say why they got involved with MESOM and what it's meant to them. Start.
Hi, I'm Linda Couture. I started taking classes in the early stages when it was first being developed, and I've been taking classes ever since. And I'm finally done with my classes. But at the same time, I've been a licensed pastor the whole time that I have been taking these classes, and I never would have been able to do what I was doing without these classes and the support that I've had from the teachers and being able to talk with other students about this. And it's really meant a lot to me because I wouldn't be here today ready to be working on my paper. So I really appreciate all that has happened in the classes. It's well worth it.
I've been involved with the Maine School of Ministry for about 6 years now. And gosh, what an exciting and crazy time to be church. Just seeing students' lives transformed, go through this evolutionary process in response to so many of the changes that have been happening both culturally with the pandemic and in local churches. So I think the thing that I like the most about being involved with the Maine School of Ministry is being involved with the students and seeing those lights turn on and seeing the flame within them grow, and also to see how responsive the school has been to the needs of local churches, offering things that are relevant and timely. So I love the work.
John, tell us something about why there is a Maine School of Ministry.
All right, well, I'm John Lacey. I'm a retired UCC pastor, graduate of Bangor Seminary, and former trustee thereof. Maine is a state of small churches, and the present state of the church all over is increasingly small churches. Part of the early history of the church was lay leadership, and the church wouldn't exist today without the work done by lay folk who led it in the very beginning. And that idea led to my understanding that there are folk who are experienced in church and life and feel a real call to ministry. And they need an opportunity to respond to that call. They're not in a position to go back to college or seminary because they've got work responsibilities. But their call is genuine, and what they have to offer is extraordinary. So I could see MESOM providing a new and very worthy path to pastoral leadership for folk who ought to be in that position, and also for churches to call able pastors who are, shall we say, the product of church and life. We present this idea to the small churches. You're having trouble finding a new pastor? You're not alone. But your problem, of course, is in part because you're a small church and you can't afford the young pastor who's paying off a seminary education. So where are you going to find a pastor? think about your own church leadership. Is there one of yours who could become your pastor? If that's true, and it's a real possibility, then the Maine School of Ministry exists to provide the tools and the education and training to make that person from your congregation able to do the job.
So this is a little introduction to the Maine School of Ministry. If you feel yourself hearing the call, or if you have a question about what that might involve, get in touch with us. We'll resource your journey. And if you feel led to contribute to others on that path, get in touch with us. We will gladly make use of the resources that God has provided.